Good day. Today I will be doing an investigation about density of different materials. What is density? Density is the measure of how closely packed particles are in a material. Okay? The aim of the investigation is to demonstrate that oil will float in water. This is from KEBS document page 44, the mixing of oil and water. I have sourced this information from Spot On Natural Sciences Learner's Book, as well as from KEBS document page 44 about the density of different materials. All right, so now before I begin the demonstration, learners have misconceptions about this topic. Number one, they think that all liquid are the same. Two, they think that just because oil is thick, it is heavier than water, which means it's going to sink. That's the third misconception they have. They think that oil will sink in water. To help learners understand, I will use the PCK of Magnusson's that says that identify the wrong idea and correct it with evidence. And then Kind says use the whole materials. So yes, I have chosen to use the whole material, water and oil, as well as this green substance. I'm going to pour it inside water for me to be able to differentiate between water and oil after I have poured. All right, so before I can check, now my question is, why does oil float in water? I can predict, or my hypothesis is that oil floats in water because it is less dense than water. Let us check, okay? Before I can pour this oil inside water, let me pour this food coloring so that I can be able to differentiate between the oil and the water. All right? I'm just pouring this little bit. And another thing that I forgot to mention is that I have made sure that the volume of water and oil are the same, because density is measured by, because density is equals to mass divided by volume. I want to have a fair result about it. Okay, yes, now my water is green in color. I want to be able to differentiate between oil. All right. And another thing, in science, safety is very important. I will follow the safety measures. I will make sure that I pour carefully this oil inside water. And another thing, I will make sure that I wipe the spills of water to avoid slippery. All right, let us do it so that we can be able to see whether we achieve our aim and our hypothesis. Okay, I'll make sure that I pour carefully. I am pouring carefully now. I'm pouring carefully. Right, you see? What do you see? You see? My hypothesis was right. Indeed, oil has floated in water. It has floated in water because it has a less density than water. This proved the misconception of learners that all liquids are the same. All liquids are not the same. And another misconception that it disproved from learners is that oil will sink in water. Oil didn't sink in water. Instead, it has floated. All right? Yes. So now I can conclude that. Now, before I can conclude, according to KEBS, density is not measured by thickness or mass. Density is measured by how closely packed the materials are in a substance. Okay, In conclusion, I can conclude that liquids are not the same. And then finally, we have achieved the aim of the investigation. We have really proved that oil will float in water. I hope your misconception, you will no longer have misconception about this model, because I have demonstrated to you using the whole material. Thank you for watching, learners. See you on the next lesson. Bye.